Hi, I'm Brett Swartz, founder of Capital Gains Tax Solutions, where we use the Deferred Sales Trust to help you escape feeling trapped by capital gains taxes, not using a 1031 exchange, so you can create and preserve more wealth. So in this video, we're covering, well, what about opportunity zones and how do they compare versus the Deferred Sales Trust? So an opportunity zone, first of all, is an opportunity to defer capital gains taxes and also eliminate some capital gains taxes too, if you stay in there long enough. It is a new plan that basically was released with the recent tax and jobs bill here recently with Trump. And it's an opportunity for you to go into 100% real estate and also defer capital gains taxes along the way. However, some challenges, especially if you're in California. California is not a state that is actually going along with the opportunity zones in full. Now, they have their zones themselves that you can invest into, but they're not allowing the capital gains tax for California deferral. So in other words, that's about 13.3%. So collectively, it's typically around 37% if you live in California. Federal is 20, 13.3, 3.7 for Obamacare or so. And so collectively is about 37%. So of that, what they're saying is we're not going to cooperate with the opportunity zone tax deferral as it pertains to the 13.3% due in California. So if you are a California resident and if you are selling a deal that has capital gains tax subject to California capital gains tax, by the way, whether you're a resident or not, if you're selling something in California, that tax is still due to them. They still want that tax. So don't be confused. Not every state is the same. You need to make sure that your state actually cooperates with that. That being said, assume it's not California and there's a good opportunity for you to buy a deal that's value add, it makes sense, and it's a great long-term track record with the operator. Hey, I'd say go for it if it makes sense. The challenge is a lot of these opportunity zones, a lot of the deals have been bumped up in value. So all of the savings that you were going to have, or maybe a percentage of it, is now the market has built it into the deal, meaning you have to pay a higher price for the deal because it's in an opportunity zone. And so that's the first challenge. The second challenge is you basically need to wait 7 to 10 years in order for you to see a lot of these benefits. And in fact, within 7 years, you're going to have to pay back the capital gains tax that was due. And then after that, you have some growth. So that's tax-free. So there's a lot of moving parts there, but the point is, stick to the fundamentals of the real estate. If the real estate makes sense, if the operator makes sense, and you bought it at a right price, and you're not in California, it's not subject to California capital gains tax, great, go for it. Just like same reason you might do a 1031 exchange. Opportunity zones can be good, but what I've heard and what I've seen, it's few and far between to find those. But so just to be very careful to do your due diligence. Now on the opposite side, why not just do a deferred sales trust, right? And that's the part where we would encourage you to look at what's called optimal timing. Okay, buying properties when the market makes sense, not just buying because it's an opportunity zone, or not just buying because it's a 1031 exchange. So what does that mean? Well, the deferred sales trust, we can pay off all the debt at closing, and you can essentially put all the proceeds, all tax deferred, inside of the trust, and you can invest it into a diversified liquid portfolio of very conservative allocations, stocks, bonds, mutual funds. Now, I'm not the most excited about stocks, bonds, and mutual funds. I'm actually more excited about commercial real estate, but I'm only excited about commercial real estate, investment real estate, when the deals make sense. And that's the key, okay? And it may not make sense for you today. And so if you think it's a seller's market, which most of us do, if you think it's hard to find deals, which most of us do, you should A, consider the deferred sales trust as your number one option. Or if you're still thinking you can find a deal, great, go for your 1031. And then if it fails, go into the deferred sales trust. Now, the opportunity zone, by the way, you don't use a qualified intermediary, you just put it with the funds. Here's a caveat. We can't save a failed opportunity zone deal. You have to actually decide at close of escrow whether to use a deferred sales trust, use a 1031 exchange, or use an opportunity zone. We can't help you if you just go to the opportunity zone, because the funds actually, you've received those funds and then you're taking those and you're investing it into that deal. So there's a lot being said on this video and it may be a little bit complicated. We actually want to clarify all that. That's why we have the link below. You can schedule a one-on-one consultation call, especially if you have a deal that's $1 million or greater. and you have gains of $500,000 in capital gains tax or greater, we want to talk with you, walk you through it. If it's smaller than that, generally speaking, the deal is too small and our fees eat up the cost savings. But if you want optimal timing, if you want the ability to still have control and invest when it makes sense for you, not when you have to, if you want to be able to put it into like kind and unlike kind properties, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, other commercial real estate deals, also all with a brand new depreciation schedule, then the Deferred Sales Trust is hands down the best way for you to create and preserve more wealth using a tax deferral strategy. So with that being said, thanks for watching this video. We look forward to connecting with you soon, and go ahead and click on that link below to subscribe and or just reach out to us to schedule a one-on-one consultation call. Thanks so much.